Ever wondered how the value of £10 has changed over time? Let's take a journey through history to see what £10 could buy every decade, from 1900 to today. By the end of this journey you'll be fascinated but probably also a little depressed at the thought of just how much loot £10 was back in the day. Sorry in advance. Before we jump in, please take a quick moment to subscribe to our channel for more great content. The 1900s. In 1900, £10 was a fortune. It could buy enough groceries to feed a family for several months. Imagine buying over 500 loaves of bread or enough coal to heat your home for the winter. Life was simpler in the 1900s, and £10 was considered substantial wealth. The 1910s. During World War I, £10 could buy you basic wartime necessities like a full winter wardrobe or several weeks' worth of rationed food. The war significantly affected supply chains, but money stretched far due to limited goods. The 1920s. In the 1920s, £10 could buy a night out in style, a tailored suit, drinks, and a cab ride home. The Roaring Twenties brought a surge in fashion and entertainment. With £10 in your pocket, you could take full advantage. The 1930s. The Great Depression hit hard. £10 might have covered rent for a month or bought enough food to keep a family afloat. Economic hardship meant prices were lower, but jobs and cash were scarce. The 1940s. World War II brought rationing, but £10 still stretched far in the 1940s. It could buy months' worth of clothing coupons or help repair bomb-damaged homes. Money had to work harder as resources were tightly controlled. The 1950s. The 1950s brought prosperity. £10 could buy you a small electric appliance or enough petrol to drive across the UK. The post-war boom saw a rise in consumer goods and travel. The 1960s. In the 60s, £10 could get you 10 LP records or even a seat to see the Beatles in concert. The 60s saw a vibrant decade marked by cultural shifts and affordable luxuries. The 1970s. By the 70s, inflation hit. £10 still bought a week's groceries, but it no longer stretched as far as before. The oil crisis and inflation began seriously eroding the value of money. The 1980s. In the 80s, £10 could get you a Walkman cassette or 2 tickets to the cinema. Technology and entertainment became more accessible but costlier. The 1990s. By the 90s, £10 was pocket money. It could buy a couple of fast food meals or a second-hand video game. Consumerism thrived, and disposable income increased for many. The 2000s. In the 2000s, £10 could buy a couple of DVDs or a pay-as-you-go phone credit top-up. Technology dominated spending habits, and physical media peaked. The 2010s. In the 2010s, £10 could cover a streaming subscription for a month or 2 coffees at a trendy cafe. Digital services and artisanal goods became prominent in spending habits. The 2020s. Today, £10 barely covers a couple of takeaway coffees or a single meal at a fast food restaurant. Times are tough and money doesn't stretch as far as it used to. Modern inflation and rising living costs make £10 feel like spare change. The value of money keeps changing and generally being eroded. Now more than ever it's critical to know how to protect and grow your money. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Smarter You for more just like it.